Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to today's meeting. Welcome to today's BustLife Agricultural Department meeting. I am your agricultural department head, Farmer Nancy. I'm gonna let you guys get on in here. Hey. So good to see y'all. Yes. I'm so happy to see everybody this morning. We have a jam-packed meeting for today. We are most definitely going to be talking about the Agrihood, and of course, we're going to push through whatever anxieties we have that surround the entire episode of the Agrihood saga because it most definitely continues. And we want to talk about why the BustLife Agricultural Department is important. Hey, good morning. We want to talk about why this matters, why it's so important. Uh, the roots. We want to tie this agricultural department in to the roots of BustLife. What that originally was all about. We want to go all the way back 3 years ago to the beginning of the script, okay? Because some kind of way things got lost in the sauce. And it's okay. It's okay that things got lost in the sauce. But what did not get lost in the sauce was the agricultural department. Now, we may have been defunded, but that's okay. We may have been defunded. We may have had to struggle and push through things. We did that. We made it. We made it on the other side. And now that we have the time, we want to start having these regular meetings. Like I say, everybody, y'all bear with me as I get these things structured out. I'm glad you're here. Hey. Yes. I have my notes. I'm ready. I'm ready for today. So, today we want to dive deep into Woo, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Today we want to dive deep. Today we want to go back to how all things started. don't, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that because you know I'm goofy. Okay. No, I have notes. I wrote this down. Okay, I wrote this down. I'm going to start all over. Hello, you guys, and welcome to today's BustLife Agricultural Department meeting. I'm your department head, Farmer Nancy, and I would like to welcome you to the Agrihood. Why is it called an Agrihood? Well, because at some point in time, the BustLife himself said that he wanted to be a part of something that included having farming, chickens, and stuff like that inside of the hood. Well, little did he know that in real life, though, that was that was actually a real thing. And we struggle, we fight really hard as agriculturalists in our local communities to establish these forms of infrastructure. I just so happen to have been a local farmer here in Austin, Texas, who was ahead of the game when it came to the agrihood culture that was descending upon my community. There. Bam! Got it. Yeah, I've been taking media training with Lady DJ. All right, here's the content. So that you guys know this is a real thing and I did not come here to play. I came here to slay. Okay. Yeah, I sure did. All of the demons because we need to ground the bus life sector. Yep. Y'all can take it how you want it. Put y'all in a timeout chair. Put y'all feet, solid feet on the ground. So y'all become reconnected with the soil, reconnected with the earth, reconnected with reality, right? So I felt like I would be less than a farmer. Yes, the cow is good. Yes, yes, the cow is good. I actually have video I can show you of Zella. She is in Luling in the breeding program. Um, yeah, we getting her bread, and that was a good thing. We gonna get there. Here, look, I'll write that down. Zella for things for us to discuss. Listen, if y'all got things that y'all want to talk about, just drop them in the chat. I'll make sure I'll take those notes, I'll write them down, and I'll add that to our next live. What I would love for y'all to do is just sit back, relax, and let me try to make these things piece together for y'all. Here at the agricultural department meeting, I'm gonna start piecing these things together for everybody. So the Agrihood. I know for the last 3 years, everybody has kind of or maybe seen me drop comments or drop little tidbits about something called an Agrihood. Well, I'm going to tell you guys what an Agrihood is. Hold on just a second. Let me share. I got a couple of screens open, so y'all just. Now, this is surface work, okay? I want y'all to know I've done this. I have been doing this for the last 7 years. I have deep dived. Listen, I can go to court. But I just want to share with you guys what is really happening and why when the BustLife Agricultural Department was defunded, it put so much pressure upon us. Yep. It put so much pressure upon us as farmers and as ranchers or master guard. It put a lot on us to continue to have to teach how to grow food. It's y'all. I want everybody to recognize that this is a huge platform. YouTube is a huge platform, and everybody can be like, "Oh, well, Farmer Nancy can go be in the farming sector, or go be in the gardening sector." I am in the gardening sector right here, the BustLife Agricultural Department. Why? Because all of you people need to gain an understanding about what agriculture really is, about what building an agricultural infrastructure is, about how you can create subdivisions and communities, how you can use land development codes to build agricultural centered neighborhoods. Okay, an Agrihood is a planned community that integrates agriculture into a residential neighborhood. Bam. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. Now, there is a definition for Agrihood from something called the Urban Land Institute. I spelled that wrong, but that's okay. Okay. I want y'all to, this is because what happened when Dean Kwame Brown of the Wabbit Prep High School, when he defunded the agricultural department and allowed the Wabbits to break free into the forest field behind the high school, what he did was he took away our opportunity to properly build out the forest. We didn't even get a chance to beautify the forest. Y'all, we didn't even get a chance to put in wood chips to make the forest floor more viable and create an ecosystem at the ground level. We didn't even get to put in shrubs and berries, herbs. We didn't get to do nothing as a unit here in the agricultural department. Nothing. The Wabbits just broke out running into the forest. They started digging holes. They didn't just drop rabbit shit all over the place, and it's just fucked up. And after 3 years, we have to rebuild the forest floor. Now what we're going to do. This is our new task, because 3 years ago, when we got defunded by Dean Kwame Brown, we had to struggle to make it. We had to keep pushing through. Y'all understand? We had to grow herbs for the medicinal cabinet for Rainy, because she kept tripping, spazzing out. That look at her. Look at what's happening right now. Y'all got it? Come on now. Now y'all know full well we done ran out of chamomile in the herb cabinet, because we keep having to resupply her with a sedative. They've been working us hard in the BustLife agricultural department. You know what I'm saying? We didn't collard greens. Sister T grew so many damn collard greens. We must have been supplying the kids somewhere. We must have been supplying the collard greens for the Georgia festival or something, because I had to grow 5 50-foot beds worth of collard greens just to match her enthusiasm. Okay? Shit got real. So we have been worked to death over here. All of us. Everybody that talk about growing, and we're not seeing I don't see, I'm sorry, because I don't want to speak for everybody in the agricultural department that grow food, wants to grow food, or is interested. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I don't see in the BustLife sector where the agricultural department has been able to grab hold of the minds of the people, so that we can properly build infrastructure that supports our well-being and nourishment across the board. Hey. Yeah, she out of medicine. She popped, right? So I just want to tie in how over time we've watched all this stuff happen, and we still have yet to bring it back together to build a solution. So what I've done is decided that the BustLife Agricultural Department, its members, its supporters, those of you who have donated over time, those of you who have spoken out, everybody, I feel like we are due the opportunity to be able to gather, meet, and talk about building infrastructure around a farming community, okay? And how Dean Kwame Brown dropped the ball when he defunded this program, because we could have gotten paid. Because I'm telling y'all, the city of Austin was greasing the wheels. I had placed the agricultural department in the proper positioning. All we needed was for Dean Kwame Brown to be have integrity when it came to pushing forward policy, so that we would have had a stake in the $5.9 billion budget that the city of Austin just passed 3 weeks ago. But that's okay. That's okay. We never gave up. And this is something I'm sharing with y'all because I'm telling y'all, this is exactly how it's going in your city. Is this, we can look up Agrihoods and y'all will be shocked and surprised at how many of y'all cities have Agrihoods nearby or close by, period. Straight like that. So the Urban Land Institute defines an agrihood as a community that focuses on a working farm. Y'all hear that? Working. A working farm or community garden, and can be single living, multifamily, or mixed use housing. Agrihoods are often developed in partnership with the farm family that owns the surrounding land. So who's the partners? If the farm family owns the land, who's the partners? Well, we have to seek out partners. Even if it's the farming tenant, because I don't own the land, I'm a farming tenant. But the owner of the land wants a farming tenant and wants the space to be a farm. So what do? We reach out for partnerships to develop an agrihood. So just know that we have always done that here in the BustLife Agricultural Department. But some kind of way, it was made to appear that is not what we do here, that we have never done this. We don't know how, we don't know what it is, and we don't know what's going on. But I'm here to tell you, not only do we know what's going on, not only do we know what this is, we have been deeply, deeply affected by the local policies and procedures here in Austin that continues to try to squash us like a bug. But that's okay. We never fail. We just prevail. Let me stop fucking with y'all. Oh my God. Yes, that's right. We want to be funded. God damn it. Yep, you sure right. So let me see. Yeah, the local fucking Austin ones. The Urban Land Institute. So I was like, well, what is the Urban Land Institute, right? What's that? Shh. Yeah, let me see. Share this tab instead. The Urban Land Institute is the oldest and largest network of cross-disciplinary real estate and land use experts in the world. It's the oldest disciplinary, the oldest one. It's a network. So the Urban Land Institute doesn't pass no policy. This is not the USDA. This is just a group of people in real estate and land use expertise who have said that this is what an agrihood is. An agrihood is just a farm-centered community where agriculture is being sustained within a neighborhood. Cool. Cool. Hey, y'all. I'm back. Y'all, I cut my locks off. I cut my locks off. Let me see. Hold on. 3 weeks ago, I had to really figure out, y'all bear with me. I had to really figure out how I wanted to present this information because it's a lot of information and you could kind of be like, well, damn, why is that important? Let me see. About to share. Here we go. She moving slow.
City Council approved an historic $5.9 billion budget for the upcoming year, the largest in city history. It includes a pay increase for civilian employees, programs to shelter people experiencing homelessness, new money for fire and EMS stations, and additional funding for the police department. Here to talk about all of that now is Councilmember Ryan Alter, who represents District 5 in South Austin. Councilmember, thank you for being here and taking the time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
I do want to mention, before the vote, though, you did propose the city pulling roughly about $4 million from its reserves aimed at addressing things like homelessness and harm reduction. What prompted this move?
So what we decided, myself and some of my colleagues, was to maintain our reserve levels right where they were, not to go up, not to go down. And this was a recognition just of the need that is out there in the community. You touched on it. Too many people are sleeping under a bridge or in the woods. We have a lot of needs as it relates to some of our public safety departments. With this extra money, we are able to expand prevention, keep people in their homes, which is not only the cheapest way to address homelessness, but the most effective. We're able to get another fire cadet class so that firefighters can be able to have the time off to recover both physically and mentally. We were also able to do a program expand, it's called MCOT, which is where instead of a police officer goes to someone who is having a mental health crisis, a mental health professional does. So these are all things that pay dividends, make our community safer and invest in people. And so that's why we felt it was really important to keep those reserves where they were so we could make these investments.
It seems that move did come with a little bit of pushback, and I want to ask you about that. Some people say they're concerned this would mean only a one-time funding for these types of programs, while others noted these reserves are meant for a rainy day. How do you respond to those criticisms?
Absolutely. We have a historic amount of reserves right now. Just this past year, we raised our reserve level from 14% up to this 16.7%. So we have made sure that we as a city are financially sound and ready if there is a rainy day. But we also have to balance that with the needs of the community. And we can't put so much money in the bank account that we're not investing in our communities. And so that was the balance that we sought to strike here, and I believe we did.
Now, this budget means a typical Austin homeowner out there will see property taxes go up nearly $16 a month, and that does not include some additional increases from other rates and fees. What would you say to any of the people out there in the community who might say that the budget impacts affordability and their chances to pay the bills?
It's completely understandable. We are always trying to do everything we can to make it as affordable to live here as possible. That's why we put in over $120 million for affordable housing. But for individuals who, let's say, are 65 or older, are on a fixed income, we also increased the homestead exemption so that their property taxes wouldn't go up by that amount. So prices are going up. Everybody knows this when you go out, whether it's to buy your groceries or get services, it's more expensive. Same for the city. And so we are trying to balance those increased costs and deliver the services as efficiently as we can so that it isn't more expensive for people throughout the city.
We've been talking about the budget being able to pay for a number of things here in the city. Are there things that within the budget that you think Austinites should be excited about there?
Absolutely. So I was able to put forward a couple amendments that I'm really excited about and I think really stand to benefit our community. One was $50 million to acquire land throughout the community. As we are developing rapidly as a city, it's really important to balance that development with the green infrastructure, whether that's more parks or preventing flooding or just having space where people can go out and enjoy. I think it's also really important.
Oh my God, I just died. What? What did he just say? Did y'all remember when Kwame Brown said he wanted to invest in land and invest in communities? Woo! All the city incentives that are coming down through the BustLife Agricultural Department from Austin, Texas. Not, ooh, what's up, the Beef Sector Podcast? We just talking about Austin passing a historic city budget that includes $50 million to purchase land for green infrastructure like urban farms. Yes, Lord. Woo, sometimes you just gotta hold on tight and never let up. You can never let up in your community. You gotta keep trucking. Never let nobody or nothing deter you or stop you from doing what? The work. You gotta stay steadfast. You gotta stay on that ass. Boy, I'll tell you. And then they'll start to talk your language. Hmm. Ooh, that budget.
for people throughout the city.
We've been talking about the budget being able to pay for quite a number of things here in the city. Are there things that within the budget that you think Austinites should be excited about there?
Absolutely. So I was able to put forward a couple amendments that I'm really excited about and I think really stand to benefit our community. One was $50 million to acquire land throughout the community. As we are developing rapidly as a city, it's really important to balance that development with the green infrastructure, whether that's more parks or preventing flooding or just having space where people can go out and enjoy. I think it's also really important that we continue to address homelessness in the city. And as we touched on before, we put forward meaningful investments across the spectrum, whether it's someone trying to keep them in their home or someone who's been chronically homeless, to get them into that permanent supportive housing that allows their housing placement to be successful. And the list goes on and on. We have it's over 1,000-page budget, but we first and foremost are investing in people, investing in the residents of this community. And so that's what I'm most excited about in this budget.
And people can read a lot more about the budget from our coverage of it on our website, kxan.com. But I think that will do it for now.
Absolutely.
Councilmember Ryan Alter, thank you as always.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we appreciate it.
Okay, y'all. So welcome in. If you just got here, we was just watching what the city of Austin $5.9 billion budget means for you. This budget was just passed about 3 weeks ago. And so we just heard Councilmember Ryan Alder let us know that they are looking at putting a lot of the money into homeless housing, which coincides with affordable housing. I want to let you guys know how this works in the city, in the community, when they dealing with this money that comes. So homeless housing, if you're homeless and you need housing, you need that housing to be what? Affordable. Okay, so affordable housing. He just said they have historic reserves. The city of Austin got that money. They got that bread. He just said they got a historic amount of reserves. So they are financially sound and are here to take care of the needs of the community. That's what Councilmember Alder just said. He also said that there is $120 million that they're going to be putting into what? Affordable housing. $50 million. That's 120 for affordable housing, plus $50 million to purchase land for green infrastructure, including parks, things that prevent floods, urban farms. Please believe that that is a part of your green infrastructure, things that beautify the community. That is $170 million. Do y'all understand me? That the city of Austin has access to, that they can provide for the needs of the community. And what do we need for them to do for us? Pop us off for our Agrihood needs, for our Agrihood necessities, for our Agrihood strife and struggles. What the work that we have put in for the last 7 years here in Austin, Texas, we need for our District 1 Council member, Natasha Harper Madison, our city manager, we need for them to pop us off. Why? because we have we have put in that work. Not only have we put in that work, they said that they have the money to put in the programming. And what are we? We are the programming. We are the programming. We have written this shit down. We have walked it. We have implemented it. We have the impact from it all. We never stop working. Hold on. Let me see, because we have lots to share. Hold on. Y'all hear the birds? Let me see. Uh-oh. I got a lot of stuff open in my background. Y'all, I'm a disadvantaged farmer. Okay. I'm marginalized, vulnerable, and disadvantaged. Do you understand? No, for real. Shit, that's why we over here in the BustLife Agricultural Department. Okay. So we have been in the game. This letter is from the Office of Sustainability, City of Austin. This letter is dated April 29th, 2021. I think I believe this letter is dated well before Kwame Brown started going viral on YouTube. I think that we can look that up. I'll write it down. But I'm pretty sure it's definitely dated well before I ran into Mr. Dean Kwame Brown of the Wabbit Prep High School. And so it's definitely before I started working on the BustLife Agricultural Department. But here's a letter of support for our farm. And it says, Dear Miss Washington, I am pleased to express that the Office of Sustainability supports the development of Diamond Cob Garden Farm into a fully operational, sustainable, regenerative urban farm. And this letter comes from the Office of Sustainability here in Austin, Texas. Now, okay, this letter is dated 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, April and May, June, July, August, September. 2 years, 5 months, whatever. Well before. So we were well involved in positioning ourselves and placing our piece of the puzzle into what was to become the Agrihood conversation here in Austin, Texas. At this point, the conversation may have been had, but it may not have been had. There is a little bit of conflict with the use of the term Agrihood because, like I told y'all yesterday, Agrihood for me, the Urban Land Institute is not a policy making agency. They don't create any legislation. It's just a group of experts in real estate and land development who have told us what an Agrihood is. We don't know these people. We haven't seen them. We don't know if it's a room full of white people or what. But they said that an Agrihood is a farming community inside of a neighborhood, basically. We'll go back through that. But what I recognized a Agrihood to be was a old, a remaking, a revamping, a revitalization of a black farm community, of a black farm town. Because inside the cities, major cities across the United States, when black slaves were freed, their families and friends pooled together in pockets in neighborhoods, and the farm was the center. They were black farming communities. This is documented in history. It's the truth. So I was looking at, well, damn, what happened to the black farm communities in Austin? The original Agrihoods, if you must. They just disappeared. No, they didn't just disappear. They were redlined, genocided, and destroyed, right? So how do you fix that? You have to participate. You have to become a viable, valuable piece of infrastructure within the city so that you have the legs to stand on in the conversations that are going to be had around land development and city planning. So for the last 7 years, that is what we have done. The last 3 years, we have done it offline and we have done it online. We have been able to just establish a footprint across social media to be able to say, you know, this is our content, this is what we've done. We don't care about the content that's combative because that's how we are, that's who we are. When you see me in the city of Austin, it's the same. I'm the same way I am on here. I can be standoffish. I can seem introverted. I can seem unapproachable. I can seem all of these different things. I got a lame sense of humor, all of that shit. So nothing for me has changed, right? So the city of Austin's Office of Sustainability gave us this letter of support. I'm pleased to express that the Office of Sustainability supports the development of Diamond Cove Garden Farm into a fully operational, sustainable, regenerative urban farm. The Office of Sustainability has a mission to advance local sustainability and climate action by providing leadership and coordination for initiatives across the city organization and the city community, the Austin community. Within the department, we also are working on policy issues to improve the local food system in the city of Austin. We believe that Diamond Cove Garden Farm aligns well with this mission by decreasing food insecurity and creating innovative ways for farms to work together and serve the community. In addition, the city of Austin adopted a 30-year comprehensive plan in 2012 called Imagine Austin. Embedded within this comprehensive plan is the need to better support local agriculture. We believe Diamond Cove Garden Farm can become a prototype to help achieve the vision stated in Imagine Austin. Diamond Cove Garden Farm brings equity to low-income customers by enabling them to access affordable, fresh, healthy, and local produce. This is exactly the kind of thing we need to see across Austin. You may reach me at Edwin Marty. Y'all can reach him if you have questions or require additional information. Okay, so we have this letter of support for our farm. Well, then you would say, so what's the problem? Why is there an issue? Well, the issue is at one point in time, the issue is the city fucked up. The issue is the city messed up, okay? Because they have all of these resolutions and little policies and procedures and stuff that they put on the dais and they put on the books, right? And they never think that anybody will hold them to task. The same way it is in the bus life sector. You can't put forward something and call people to task and then act as if those people don't stand on their work. What do you mean? We most definitely do. Shit. So the city of Austin declared, that little bird is doing this thing out there, ain't it? Here are these meeting slides. Sorry, y'all. Hey, thanks for coming through. People, pop in, pop in. I gotta go all the way to the top. Gotta have your shit together. Or no one takes you serious around these parts. Welcome to a farm project for the Pecan Springs community. Okay. I don't know if it's this one. Is it this one? That's the food plan. I found it, y'all. I see my resting cute face. Uh-huh. Okay. Cancel. This is what they did. They caught, stuck, busted. We got to piece these items together. Let me recap. So, the city of Austin passes a $5.9 billion budget. Inside of that budget, they have allotted funding for homeless housing, affordable housing. This is a historically precedented amount of funding for a budget for the city. They have historic reserves. So the city is financially sound enough to meet the needs of the community. They have $120 million for affordable housing, $50 million for green infrastructure, which includes parks, uh, forest areas, and stuff like that that prevent flooding and things of that nature. And all of this is important because now that they have the funding, now that the city of Austin has the funding, that we can get ourselves. We don't have to go through no organizations. We don't have to go to the Urban League. We don't got to go through the NAACP. They can't reroute us through to the Sixth Square. They can't reroute us through to nobody. We got to stand on our own 2 feet. We didn't hit the street and support to get support letters. We didn't reach through the YouTube sphere streets, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We didn't done all the work to pull in as many pieces to this support system as we can before we go before the people, before the city of Austin to demand, because we're not asking. We are demanding that agriculture, that we have a stake in agriculture in Austin, Texas, that we have a stake in what they have created here, what the city council has pushed for, a pilot program merging homes with farmland in East Austin. They have pushed for an Agrihood. Okay, period. So with this funding, I want y'all to connect the dots. This funding is what they can use, is what should be being used to support land development that fits Imagine Austin's green infrastructure plan. We talking about building infrastructure. This is the moment we have been waiting for. We have worked day to day to get to this moment. So yes, I had this is the BustLife Agriculture Department meeting. I had to sit down. The crops, I had to step away from the farm. I had to come inside because it's just me. It's only me. I don't have a team. I got to do all the office administrative work. I got to do all the farming, the marketing, the advertising, uh, the merchandising. I have to do all those things, and I don't have a problem with it. But the work continues to pay off. So this is where we are. And this is why this is very important. Because I can show y'all. I don't have to tell y'all. I can actively show you. Okay. Council pushes for Agrihood pilot program merging homes with farmland in East Austin. The city will target part of Northeast Austin as an area that could see more small farms mixed with affordable homes in a nod to the Agrihood movement to bring homes closer to agriculture. Last week, the city council approved a resolution sponsored by council member Natasha Harper Madison that directs the city manager to take a number of actions related to promoting agrihoods in portions of the district. Let's look at this resolution. Resolution number 2021. Now look at this date. I just showed y'all a letter of support dated April 29th. This resolution comes from March 4th, 2021. On March 4th, 2021, the city of Austin passed this resolution, whereas the city council desires to create a sustainable economic model for the benefit of Black Austinites. So when people say, "Oh, she just think they got to give it to her because she Black," no, Nick, no. I think that this is what I deserve because the city of Austin put it on the books. And I don't know if nobody else in the BustLife sector can show y'all this like I can here in the agricultural department. Okay, in the BustLife agricultural department here in the city of Austin. So the BustLife agriculture department out in Brunswick, y'all better go check the books. The BustLife agricultural department out in Nashville, you better go check the books. Detroit, you better go check the books. Phoenix, where the fuck y'all are, y'all better go check the books, because on the books in the city of Austin for the agricultural department, it says that the city of Austin desires to create a sustainable economic model for the benefit of Black Austinites to address systemic issues in the city's policy decisions. Whereas since its inception, Austin, Texas has depended on the agriculture of Black slaves and bonded servants, and in nearly 200 years of progress, Austin has yet to address or fully commit to allowing Black residents equal opportunities to enjoy this advancement. What's the advancement, Farmer Nancy? Agriculture. Welcome to the agriculture department. And why we'll never stop, why we'll never let it go, because they put it in the books. You motherfucking right. Whereas during the early years of the 20th century, free slaves occupied settlements. Settlements? Could that be an agrihood? Could you be telling me that the people, Black residents, occupied settlements in various parts of the city, and these communities were located across the city, including places like Clarksville, Masonville, St. John's, Pleasant? All of these are Black farming communities. Farmer Nancy, are all of those Black farming communities? Yes. Why, yes, they are. The 1928 master plan of the city of Austin separated Austinites with race as a sole factor, acting as a legalized form of segregation, created a Negro district and resulting in the intentional and negatively disproportionate restriction of resources for the Black community. Could you be saying that y'all destroyed our agri-hoods? Could this be saying that? I don't know. Now, I don't know if this could be saying that. I think it could be saying that. What's up, Cachet girl? I don't know. This could be saying that. The residential effects of which are still experienced today. I, as a Black farmer here in Austin, Texas, I have gone through it. Do you understand? I can't date what food. Food is non-existent here. I don't know where the food come from in this bitch. It just appears. It was coming from Johnson's Backyard Garden. That's 200-acre organic farm owned by Brenton Johnson. Brenton Johnson went crazy during COVID, was allegedly on drugs, driving his truck, chasing down his employees in the fields. We ain't seen Brenton yet. He ran off with the CSA. I can pull that up on Reddit. No, it's not lakes and highways in those areas. You know what's in those areas? All the farmland that Mr. Alder just said they was finna buy. the city of Austin budget that's $5.9 billion that he said 550 million of it was going to go to buy land for green infrastructure, parks, and preventing flooding and urban farms. That's your Clarksville, Masonville, St. John's, Pleasant Hill, Weesville. They're gonna buy up all the land in that area, the farmland that's still available. That's what they're doing. That's what I'm actively living it. I'm actively living it. So in 1938, the city seized the land of Emancipation Park, Austin's original Black-owned Juneteenth parade ground, through eminent domain to build Rosewood Courts, the first African-American housing project in the United States. Whereas the United States Congress passed the Housing Act of 1949, with one of the main elements being to provide federal financing for slum clearance programs associated with urban renewal projects in American cities. And whereas in 1954, the City Council created the Greater East Austin Development Community to study the needs of the East Austin community and the housing conditions of the area. How, y'all, this is what's happening to Farmer Nancy in Austin, Texas. This is what has been happening to me. This is why I said I got to get the fuck out of here. I got to find some people. I got to tell somebody. Somebody need to recognize and see what's happening. We got to talk about this shit, because what's happening is the money is coming down the pipeline for land development in the city of Austin. The city of Austin put in their new land code space for farmland preservation. The only thing they have not done is do farmland preservation. So what were they trying to do? They were trying to buy up a bunch of land and put it into a land trust and have farmers pay to be a part of the land trust. Allegedly, maybe, possibly, I could be wrong, but that's how it read to me. Nobody in the room looked like me when I showed up to the meeting. What I do know is they decided that they were going to create a land trust. Well, to me, it seemed like they were recreating tenant farming and sharecropping. Okay? That's just what I'm saying. Now, they told the city manager that this is what he needed to do. After they apologized for slavery and said that the Black residents of Austin had not been able to participate in the advancement of agriculture, they said that the city manager is directed to be it resolved, the city council of the city of Austin formally apologizes for its participation in the enslavement of Black people, for its active involvement in segregation and the systemic discrimination, for exacerbating racist divides through both active and intentional means and passive inadvertent means, and for carrying out multiple urban renewal programs that hindered and often decimated the progress made by Black communities. The city rejects prejudice and bigotry based on race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, and nation of origin, including the idea that anyone is better than or more deserving of privileges than another based on the above characteristics. Let's see. The city desires to create a centralized Black resource and cultural center, a Black embassy that is geared to the success and cultural promotion of the demographics in need by providing relevant resources and support for existing and future Black-led businesses, organizations in a central location in East Austin. So the city wants to create a resource. They wanted to call it the Black Embassy. I said, hell no, because the people that run the Black Embassy is Dean Kwame Brown's friends. Yep. See, I thought I was going to be able to get funding from the local leadership, the local organizations here in Austin, the ones that have the funding. We have been crowdfunding. We have been getting it out the mud. I told them to match my fundraising. I came with my own fucking money. The fuck? I had fundraised. We raised our own funds. This has, y'all, listen. I've been doing this for 7 years. I don't want nobody to think that this shit just happened yesterday. Over the last 7 years, this has been everything that has gone on and happened. The last 3 years, we have continued to maintain and push through and elevate so that we have more content, not just more content, but we also have more programs under our belt. The biggest thing that came out of the BustLife Agricultural Department for farming and for us as agriculturalists here in this space is getting that cow from Gilbert Arenas. I promise y'all, once we got that cow from Gilbert Arenas, it was up and it was stuck, because that put us into the realm of livestock, not just vegetation. And on top of that, it gave us an in into the 4-H programming, especially with having a cattle program, because we could use Zella as a pilot to show how you raise a calf, breed a calf, and have that calf become a part of showcasing, right? Because Zella was just too wild. She wasn't going to be able to be a show cow. But once we breed her offspring, we can not only use for show cattle, but we can use to start a production line as well. So, period. That is how you add and continue the cycle. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry to say, but that was doing business. Us winning biz or bust. The one thing we got out of that is this story to tell. We have this story that we can tell where we had somebody try to disenfranchise and marginalize the work that we have done here in the city of Austin, even though we stood on our merit and we stood on the work that we have done already, the work that was already done, to be disenfranchised and to be used in a manner like that, only to find that bit of a blessing in Zella. We got a story to tell. We got a story to tell. We got a story to sell. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. And so we're going to start using these BustLife Agricultural Department meetings to bring in new people. We're gonna go over it. We'll talk about it. I don't give a damn if I seem like I'm repeating myself. That's what I got moderators for. That's what I'm gonna build a team for, to help me keep this thing afloat and on track. We're gonna keep bringing y'all this information, because what happened was we was reaching out into the Black nation. Not even, yeah, because that's what he was talking about, that shit. The Black community. We need to find solutions and this, that, and the third. Yes, STEM is cool. All of that shit. Coding, HVAC, all of this stuff. But one of the things that we do not talk about, one of the things that is never brought up, is building careers and building lifestyles around agriculture and farming in our Black communities. And sadly to say, it is a conversation that has been being had by the other side for years. They have been talking about this. They have been hobby farming. They have been playing with their little wabbits in the hutches. They have been doing all of this stuff in our faces, and we never take part. We just complain. No more complaints. I wanted to be in action. So I did what I had to do. We found some property. We worked with the property owner, and we created the farm. We created a small space on 1.21 acres in the middle of the hood, in the middle of Austin, Texas. It is a community that is prolific for gentrification, and crime, and it needed some love. And so that's how we ended up here, because the city desired to create a centralized Black resource and cultural center that is geared to the success and cultural promotion of the demographics in need by providing relevant resources. And here at the farm, that's what we do. It's a food hub. We provide access to food, and that's very important. So when I saw the vultures that be swooping in onto our funding and our opportunities with a bullshit, and that'll be where you see me talk about like the Terry Mitchells and people y'all might not know. That's my local leadership. That's the people that's here in my local community, right? I had to move fast because they move quick, so you got to move just as fast. I had to go to city council. Here, let me show y'all. I had to go to city council. I had to hurry up and get my ass down to city council when this agenda item was about to be passed. So they ended up passing this agenda item. It's agenda item number 67. But I was able to be at city council via teleconference and give my vote on the agenda. And this is what my vote was on the agenda. Hold on real quick.
Tiffany Washington.
Hello, good morning. My name is Tiffany Washington. I'm I'm an Austin resident, and I'm an Austin born. I was born here in Austin, Texas, and I am also the only Black farmer in Austin, Texas, Travis County. I'm against item number 67 because it does not have a budget to pay us right now. The city of Austin completely destroyed agriculture within our community, and this resolution does not talk about being added to the city charter so that it can be, so that the laws and policies can be changed. It's just more fluff, more money going to situations and resources that are underutilized. We have cultural centers. We have the Six Square. We have the Carver Museum. We have the African American Heritage Resource Center. There are so many resources here for us already. We need to be paid, and I'm asking that the city of Austin pays Black farmers to come back to this community so that we can rebuild it the same way we built it from the beginning. That's all I have to say.
See that? We went to council. When this resolution was being passed, we went to council and said, no, we don't want no Black embassy. We want to be paid. We want Black farmers. The first thing I said out my mouth was, I am a Black farmer, because this resolution says that y'all have not allowed Black agriculture to advance, to have any equity, economic equity or advancement in this city for over 200 years. They did this in our face in broad daylight. This is it right here. I just showed it to y'all, people. Like, look at this shit. I could not make this up. I cannot make this up. We went to the city of Austin and we said, no, we don't care about no apology. We want to be paid. Do you understand? It says Austin, Texas has depended on the agriculture of Black slaves and bonded servants, and in nearly 200 years of progress, Austin has yet to address or fully commit to allowing Black residents equal opportunities to enjoy this advancement in agriculture. But then they flipped the resolution and said they want to create a Black embassy. I went to city council and said, we don't need no Black embassy. We already got stuff like that. We have Six Square. We have the Austin Heritage Museum. We have the Carver Museum. We want a farm. We want 20 acres, 50 acres. We want a Black heritage farm. We want to put a farm out there. We want to be able to put a library out there. We want to put a museum out there that's got vintage, antique, Black farm shit in it. Look, let me show y'all this shit. Because y'all think it's a game. Fucking man. Let's see. Hold on. I'm still looking keepsakes. See this? Vintage. The museum. This is a vintage farm woman doll right here. Hand carved, handcrafted. I was given this by a librarian. She used to work at the library. She said she found these in the basement of the library in 1981. It came with the little broom, the little man. She said that they was dated 1901. Came with a little possum and a little pig. Yes, we want to be able to preserve our Black farm and agricultural heritage here in the state of Texas. We reached out to crowdfund it. We got funded. It was only when we got involved with some busted, broke down NBA player who had a sob story about his roots. But that's because he wasn't grounded. And so that's why Farmer Nancy is still around. That's why I'm still here to help ground the BustLife himself. You know what I'm saying? Put your feet on solid ground, reroot you in real life, sustainability, and agriculture. Because obviously you are missing the mark in life. Whew. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so passionate. I'm just so passionate about agriculture. I just get hyped up. I just get hyped. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so now y'all saw that the city of Austin wanted to create a sustainable economic model that would benefit, right? Then y'all see me be like, we don't want no Black embassy. We want a farm, right? Well, here's what happened next. Here's what happened next. Now, y'all remember that this article says the city will target part of Northeast Austin as an area that could see more small farms mixed with affordable housing in a nod to the Agrihood movement to bring homes closer to agriculture. Last week, City Council approved a resolution sponsored by City Council member Natasha Harper Madison that directs the city manager to take a number of actions related to promoting Agrihoods in portions of District 1. The resolution calls for identifying any obstacles for Agrihood development. Guess who's an obstacle for Agrihood development? Your girl, the BustLife Agricultural Department, Farmer Nancy, us over here. in the real Agrihood. Why are we a hindrance? Because we are those Black farmers who have been disadvantaged and not allowed to participate in the advancement of agriculture here in 200 years. And if you think you just finna come up in here with some fucking trendy ass California terms like Agrihood and just not pay us, you're wrong. And I said it. I damn sure did say it. Because look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Whereas an Agrihood is a planned community that integrates agriculture into a residential neighborhood. Now, I'll be goddamn if we don't hear the dean of the dean of Wabbit Prep High School, Mr. Kwame Brown, talk about how he's planning subdivisions, communities. He got all this land. What? Come on, man. Stop it. For 3 years, I have listened to this shit. For 3 years, I have fought the city of Austin to do what? Implement farming in communities. In which communities? The marginalized, vulnerable, and disadvantaged communities. Who's marginalized and vulnerable and disadvantaged in the community? Black and brown people. Or so they say. That's what the word be. Because what I've come to find out is maybe we not that disadvantaged, marginalized, and vulnerable. Because the money don't never flow right. So, whereas an Agrihood is a planned community that integrates agriculture into a residential neighborhood, and whereas, hold on, let me spread this out so I can see it. Agrihoods facilitate food production as well as provide green space, recreation, aesthetics, and value for the community. Lord, Farmer Nancy, don't let your heart pop out of your chest. Do not let your blood pressure keep going up high because you just keep telling these niggas, keep telling them the cities is building Agrihoods. They are creating neighborhoods within our communities that are focused and centered around agriculture, but we ain't got no fucking farmers. It's no Black farmers that's nowhere that'll be able to take advantage of this from a business perspective. It's no entrepreneurial businesses in the communities that are focused on agriculture. We got pockets. You can't tell me there is, because there's only like 47,000 farmers in the United States. So if you telling me that y'all finna get $5.9 billion for the budget in the city of Austin, and you telling me that 120 million of that is for affordable housing, and 50 million on top of that is for green infrastructure, green space. Woo! Y'all telling me that y'all gonna put $170 million into the Agrihood, a neighborhood, affordable housing, and land development for green infrastructure, but there ain't no Black people to take part in the business aspect of it? Guess what we gotta be? Green space workers. We gotta be the green workforce. Yeah, you niggas get to be the green workforce. If you could reimagine plantations, I swear to God, this is it. I am witnessing the reimagining of the plantation. I call it the Agrihood saga, because why is this so important? They have found a way to take ownership away from the Black farmer and continue to keep us in a state of perpetual tenant farming and sharecropping. Never do they want you to be an independent farmer. And I don't give a damn how much y'all think y'all know. Y'all might have seen in the news they put 5 billion back to disadvantaged farmers. Uh, fucking all of this money they say they giving back to the disadvantaged farmer. Show us where that has made a positive impact, please. I want somebody to show me where. Please show me where any of that has made a positive impact. I'll wait, because they're still waiting for it to really help and make a change. We are fucked up out here in the food system, and don't nobody recognize it. I don't have the energy nor the strength to get up here and show nobody how to grow shit. You want to know why? Because it won't make a difference. It is too late. They have us by the seed sacks. You understand? We is caught up. Do you understand? The Urban Land Institute defines agrihoods as a single-family, multifamily, or mixed-use community built with a working farm or community garden as a focus. There are numerous examples from around the county of agrihoods being developed in cities. This what the city supports. This what the city support. So in essence, y'all would be like, oh, well, Farmer Nancy, that's good. That's a good thing. You should be okay and cool with that. No, this is absolutely not cool or okay. This is selling my soul for a jelly roll. Do you understand me? This is selling my soul for a jelly roll. Why would I allow them to, why the fuck I gotta apply for the job as a farmer? I gotta apply for the farming job at the Agrihood? No, I am the Agrihood. What are you saying? I am the developer. We have developed the Agrihood. Why can't we get paid like the developers gonna get paid, or like the developers have been getting paid in all of our cities? What do you mean? Guess what you have to bring to the table? Partnerships. Guess what happened when we reached out to get and gain partnerships? On one hand, we got Dean Kwame Brown trying to discredit and demerit our work and our value. But on the other hand, we got the opportunity from Gilbert Arenas to push forward in our programming by adding livestock. Nothing could be better than having the two combined, crops and livestock. Why? Because what the fuck is agriculture? Agriculture is the practice of raising crops and livestock. God damn. We just having a BustLife agricultural department meeting. Go spread this shit, share this shit. Somebody tell Gil we still out here in these streets. We just trying to get a piece of the $170 million that's coming down the pipeline for the agriculture. And we're looking for anybody who's wanting to or willing to invest. And I don't give a damn what none of y'all say. Yep, you sure right. That's real estate. They don't know what's going on. Let me tell y'all what's going on in Austin real estate. They trying to develop the Agrihoods, and they got what incentives? Hold on, let me show you. Yeah, the hell going on around here? Shit. Yeah, let me share this tab instead. May 1st. May the 1st. What was y'all doing May 1st, 2024? Somebody go find out what was going on in the BustLife sector back on May 1st. This is what I was doing May 1st. I was writing a letter to Austin City Council, Austin City Hall, Subject: accompanied documentation for Speaker Tiffany Washington on Agrihood's regular council meeting non-consent agenda item number 99. Issue: in my attempt to bring awareness to the insulting nature of creating a Central Texas Agrarian Trust on February 2nd, 2021, I became aware of the inappropriate and derogatory term Agrihoods used in our local farm community. Attached is documentation that spans the last 3 years in which I have been purposely ignored when expressing the racial impact creating Agrihoods has in the Austin community, when the city has yet to address the lack of resources for Black farmers, including myself, who have not had the opportunity for economic advancement in local agriculture in nearly 200 years due to systemic racism. Instead, the city of Austin's most prominently District 1 City Councilwoman Natasha Harper Madison has brushed me off, pushed me aside, and demanded I engage with organizations that have tokenized my voice numerous times. The city reroutes me to these same people who have attached and bullied me. The city has told me to be friends with my attackers, to embrace the people who are murdering me, to coexist with my enemies for a few dollars. Meanwhile, they pay those very same people millions to do absolutely nothing sustainable for the Black community. This city would never do that to a white hobby farmer. They would create an entire department and financial plan, 15 ordinances, a commercial, and drop a web series, etc., for white agriculture. I check every box for who the city of Austin claims they are trying to recapture and bring back in the community with trendy California ideas such as racist agrihoods. My testimony and documentation condemn the term agrihood begins with the January 25th, 2021 email from Michelle Akindia of FarmShare. Y'all. This right here. I sent this email. She sent this email. Please join us for an engaging discussion on the key issues affecting the farming community in 5 county areas of Greater Austin: Bastrop, Caldwell, Hayes, Travis, and Williamson. Right? The creation of an agrarian land trust that paves the way for a more equitable and sustainable local agriculture system, improving the urban farm ordinance. Right? They sent me all this information. This was the land trust. These was the notes. It was a welcome and an introduction. Creating the current sustainability. They had notes for the land. Okay. This is where things got crazy. In the February 2nd meeting, there was recommendations directly addressing y'all. So keep in mind, this is February of 2021. In February of 2021, I was at a land trust meeting and they used the term agrihood. And I said, what the hell is that? That sounds like some ghetto farming, right? Because to me, it sounded like they was farming in the hood. I was like, farming in the hood? What's the agrihood? I didn't know what that meant, right? So I addressed it. Not only did I address it, but I had a friend come to the meeting with me who also addressed it. She was a white appearing woman, and I, as a Black woman, it was only me in the meeting. So I said, where it says visit and include Colony Park Agrihood. She put in a recommendation. It says, please consult with other Black and brown community leaders about this specific wording. Sounds offensive in tone. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. I cannot believe that this shit really happened. Woo. So the reply was, okay, so I posted this on my Facebook page. Everyone seems pretty upset about Agrihood being used. I highly suggest this be evaluated. Despite it being a coined phrase, it's offensive, very sharecropper-like. Please hire someone who can teach racial awareness to this group. So we brought this to task February 2nd, 2021. On February 5th, 2021, the racial disparagement in language and tone of the term Agrihood was called out and reported directly to the Austin Travis County Food Policy Board. Council members and community stakeholders and board member Alejandra Rodriguez's response included an attempt to gaslight me, subsequently leading her to resign from the board. This was so bad that the woman who brought forth the Land Agrarian Trust and used the term Agrihood to present it at that meeting, she resigned from the board because she knew she had fucked up. Because what is an Agrihood? Woo! Shit hadn't got real. So this was back February. So then May 2nd of 2024, this is 3 years later, y'all. Y'all want to know what Farmer Nancy been doing for the last 3 years? I've been fighting the powers that be. Every move they make, I counter strike. I'm there. You understand me? Everywhere they try to be, I'm gonna be right there. You understand? Because y'all are not finna act like Farmer Nancy wasn't here saying, how dare y'all say y'all apologize for slavery and the use of my ancestors in the agricultural development of this city, and then you tell me we ain't been able to participate in agricultural advancement and gain from it economically, then in my face try to present something called an Agrihood that I have to come be a tenant farmer or sharecropper on. What? How dare you? I thought this was a reparations project. Why y'all just don't pay Black farmers to farm, to be developers? Not, you don't have to just pay like you would pay a developer to develop a plot of land, like a pilot project, just like the pilot project y'all just said y'all was gonna present. No, y'all, fuck no. Let me show y'all what these people do. Let me show y'all how these people do right here. Let me see. What's this one? The next one. What's after this? I had to send an email to the whole city community. Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm still here. Still cute. Yes, yes, yes. City manager asked to. Oh. I wrote the city manager. Woo! Y'all think I didn't? Shit, I sure did. It says city manager asked to, because you know they just passed the Agrihood law, and so I was like, man, I'm reaching out to the city manager because they had to ask the city manager to go ahead and see what impedes the development of the Agrihood. Says, I own and operate Diamond Cobb Garden Farm in Northeast Austin, a community being gentrified, housing a dying population of Black and brown residents in District 1. We are located not far from Green Gate Farms, who is listed as a pilot program for Agrihoods, while being housed on an old, antiquated plantation. I'm a Black farmer and a community advocate. Most recently, the city of Austin passed a resolution seeking that the city manager look into the implementation of Agrihoods with no real data supporting their success or that they support truly affordable housing. Not only have I found this term offensive as a Black farmer, but I have said so publicly. Starting 3 years ago, I most surely informed Edwin Marty, the same man that gave us the letter of support, and Amanda Rochland at the Office of Sustainability, that the use of this term as a nod to farm-centered communities in historically Black neighborhoods is inappropriate, especially when they call for Black bodies to farm them. Please see resolution line item 29. I am an impediment to this concept and the terminology moving forward, as this has passed with no input from marginalized farmers or producers of color. I believe that it is the responsibility of the city manager to allow us an audience in order to ensure that as we move forward, the conversation around farmland use and preservation respects all involved. This is indeed a problem. Thank you for your time and attention to this issue. I hope that we are able to meet with you. We are a team of well-rounded Black producers who are valued in the Texas food system and wish only to not repeat a history of discriminatory actions against us in 2024. Now, that is the letter that we sent to the city manager, and we have stayed in contact with the city manager. They just passed a $5.9 billion budget, okay, with the new city manager. So we definitely gonna keep in touch with the city manager to be able to present our proposed community-driven ideas and projects and everything, especially knowing that this city just has a historic financial reserves right now, because we want to be a part of the infrastructure rebuild here in Austin, like we have continued to do here. What is it I want to show y'all? The Agrihood saga is going to continue to be a thing. We're going to continue to talk about it here in the city. Okay. So if you're like, okay, well, Farmer Nancy, what's the problem? Why aren't you just a part of the pilot program? Well, of course, it's because the city, not the city, but Natasha Harper Madison already has her hand-picked minions. Our city is trapped. And I think that our representative, Natasha Harper Madison, I think that she wants to try to do the right thing, but I think that she's just been caught up in doing things that have inevitably just benefited her. So, and the people she's handpicked is the gatekeepers party. It's nothing but parties and social gatherings and stuff like that. So that's just what we've been dealing with. But anyways, I had made this post. Oh shit. I had made this post. No, take me back. Take me back. Take me back. Take me back. I gotta show y'all. I'm not scared to show y'all now. Oh shit. Okay, here it is. Okay, so Green Gate Farms stop it. So So when the city of Austin put out the pilot project for the Agrihood, they said that they were going to be using a farm called Green Gate Farms. Okay. Green Gate Farms is ran and operated by Aaron and Skip. And I don't have no problems with Aaron and Skip outside of the fact that they are culturally insensitive. Just culturally insensitive. You know what I'm saying? Aaron is like, my family are 6th generation farmers here. She's a white lady. And I'm like, 6 generations of farming? 6 generations? 50? That's like almost 300 some years. I was like, shit. Them's plantation and slave owners. And so it's the things that people say. It's the conversations you have with people when they say the things that they say, right? So just in doing the research and knowing what's going on, you know, she comes from 6 generations of farmers, and, you know, they farm out there on this old antiquated plantation, the Bergstrom plantation, and they were losing the plantation. And so what happened was Roberts Resorts came in, the developers, what we're saying we want to do is become the developers. The developers came in and bought it up and said they would help them turn it into an Agrihood. So this became the nation's first Agrihood project. It's just not true. It's more than it was other ones. This is just neat things. These are just hobby things. These are just things that people use, yes, white people use to get funded. They use the proper terminology: homeless housing, affordable housing, historic reserves, financially sound. They use these terms and these words to put what they're doing in front of the people who have the money and the funding, right? So Roberts Resorts planned a tiny home community for East Austin. The Village Farm tiny home community would include group gardens and music. And so when I was looking at it, these are the Bergstroms who initially owned the land that is on. But when I looked into who Roberts Resorts was and them putting in this Agrihood, right? Shit is funny. This is what I found. As Robertson Vice President of Sales and Marketing Ernesto Iglesias engaged in conversation about what Village Farm might be, they landed on an interesting question. Why aren't we developing towns and neighborhoods like they did 300 years ago in Europe? That's what we want to do, but we're doing it with park models that look like tiny homes. The park model, tiny homes, will be built in place to RV standards. As a result, overall living expenses will be reduced. So these developers, look at the developers, these 2 white guys, their thought process when they were going into create the Village Farms Agrihood was, why aren't we developing towns and neighborhoods like they did 300 years ago in Europe? Well, what was that like? It was the feudal system. Oh my God. Tenant farming, sharecropping. Oh my God. It was nobody that looked like us in the room when this shit was happening. When this stuff happens, it's no Black people in the room. And if it is a Black person in the room and they willing to go along with this, is because they care about the money and they don't care about the principle, the point, or the purpose. And the purpose is to be able to help liberate communities, to be able to help create, and when I say liberate communities, I mean create sustainable neighborhoods and communities, not just necessarily for Black people, but once we are able to create sustainable communities in marginalized neighborhoods that house vulnerable populations of Black and brown people. Once those communities become sustainable, it goes out, and now they're sustainable, so their neighbors are sustainable, and those neighbors are sustainable. This community is sustainable, this community is sustainable. We share resources, we provide trade, we move in commerce, economics is flowing, and we all coming up. I don't know why in the fuck anybody thought I was a game, or that I was a joke, or I was to be played with. I'm not finna fucking sit up here. I don't have to sit up here and talk about people. I don't have to sit up here and talk about others, because I can sit up here and I can talk about Agrihoods all fucking year. Do you understand me? I can, because this is a real thing that is really happening. I have just showed y'all. These two men said, why aren't we developing towns and neighborhoods like they did 300 years ago in Europe? What does that mean? What does that mean? That means y'all want to put us, the homeless, the marginalized, the disadvantaged, the vulnerable, into housing in a agricultural centered community, and then say, hey, you can go outside and farm, or work on the farm that's a part of the community, and you can grow your own food. What? We're trying to stop this from happening by creating our own food hubs, by actually being a part. We want to be able to give out jobs. We want to be able to create sustainable spaces. This is what we're doing. We don't want to be able to do it. We've done it. We did it. And shit, it may have flew over some people's heads because they thought it was a game, because we're in a constant state of looking for a solution. Oh, we need to get together and do this. Maybe we can do this. No, let's just get it done. Just get it done. Done. Get the shit done. God damn. Instead of trying to suck the money dry, suck everything dry. Everybody try to suck everything dry. Every little thing is getting sucked the fuck dry. And we don't want to do that no more. And why is this important? Because in Austin, Texas, they put out this article in the Saturday morning paper, August 1st, 1868. It says, get a home. The very first thing every colored man should do is to get a home. What we mean by a home is a piece of land, large or small, with a house upon it, large or small, a place you can call your own. Those colored people who live in towns should buy themselves building lots. It makes no difference if the lots are only large enough to build a house upon. A good way is to club together and buy a piece of land and divide it up. The white people put this in the newspaper in the city of Austin in 1868. What do y'all mean? Farmer Nancy got the what? I got the scoop. This is the scoop. We not playing gardening games. The time for showing y'all niggas how to drop seeds was the last 3 years. And before that, I've been 7 years. November 27th, 2017 is when I started my farm here in Austin, Texas. So I was doing this shit way before Kwame Brown went viral. Please believe. So if I can pull up this old ass news article, I have done the research. I can tell y'all. This article says that a good way is to club together and buy a piece of land and divide it up into lots. After the lot is bought, put up a home. No matter how humble it is, it will save rent. It will be a home, and everything you do about it, every dollar you spend upon it, will be for your own benefit. It will be a home for you and your children. In the eye of the law, it will be your castle, as sacred to you as the palace to a king. No man has a right to tear you from it or to molest it. You have a right to defend it against every intruder. Whew. Those people who live in the country and who farm for a living ought to buy themselves a piece of land. Man, y'all make me exhausted. When the Bureau is superseded by a protecting civil government, Then must every man who farms look out for a patch for himself. When that day comes, it will be a happy one for all concerned. 10 acres, well taken care of, will support a large family. But here in Texas, where land is so cheap, it's easy enough for any working man to secure himself at least 50 acres of good land, which will make a splendid farm. I told y'all that that's what they wanted us to do. They wanted us to stay in the farming communities. We started leaving the black farm towns. We started leaving our communities, not just leaving, but we had no choice because they started redlining the communities. They started policy whipping us with that pen and that paper. They started policy whipping us with that pen and that paper, not just here in Austin, but everywhere. They started cutting off the utilities, dislocating the access to the water, and that created a migration of black families. We started moving from the farms in the cities to the affordable housing. Come on, y'all. This is the BustLife Agricultural Department meeting. I'm your Department Agricultural Head, Farmer Nancy. And I'm just trying to tell y'all the truth. You know, it's an intentional thing that is done to us when we cannot go any further than being a part of the green workforce. They don't want you to own it. They don't want you to be able to partner with anybody that can help move you past square one. If you are able to, you have to conform. You gotta be who they want you to be. You gotta speak how they want you to speak. You gotta act like how they want you to act. No, that's why the fuck I farm, because I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be fucked with. I just want to get paid. Leave me alone. I want to fucking grow my I want to grow my veg and not have to deal with this shit. The money put into a home is money in the safest place in the world. God owns the world. He intended the land should be tilled, and he intended that every man should have as much as he can cultivate. The greediness of men make them want more than they really need. This is a free country, and every man is at liberty to buy himself a piece of land and make him a home. When the colored people begin to make homes, they will begin to feel to be really free. When the colored people begin to make home, they will begin to be really free. Treasure this in your heart and get a home. This is what they was telling. This is in the newspaper. I don't care. This is in the Austin American Statesman from 1868. I don't care. Hey, 27 Duran. I'm just over here talking about the city of Austin's, the city of Austin's $5.9 billion budget that they passed. And inside of that budget, they also put $50 million on the dais for green infrastructure, which includes your parks, land areas that prevent floods, urban farms, land development. Then they also put $120 million into affordable housing, but they also put out a resolution that directed our city manager to look into approving Agrihoods, which what I just explained is not anything more than a renovation and a new innovative term for Black farm communities. Because there are no Black farmers, they're going to hire a green workforce, which is just hiring people of color to work the farm. And, it's nothing but recreating sharecropping, tenant farming, plantation style living. We wanted to stop that. We want to continue to fight against that. We want to have a stake, and we want to be stakeholders in the Agrihood. We're going to try to push away from that term. It's like saying the N word. I really try really hard, but it's a derogatory thing. And the reason I say it's derogatory is because how can you create Agrihoods and create them in the image of white gentrification, but then use people of color and Black people to work them. So by being a Black farmer and owning a small farm here in the city of Austin, it has always been my goal to be able to keep our foot in the door, to be a part of the change, to say, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it the right way. We're going to have everybody be equitably sound in this opportunity in agriculture here in Austin, Texas. And that's all we fought for. You know, that's it. That's what we fought for. Y'all, my hair is soft. You know what I'm saying? I cut my locks off. I cut my locks off. Ooh. But that's all we've been talking about. I ain't done with y'all. It get let me see what else they did. They put we talked about the Urban Land Institute, what an Agrihood is. We want to stick to the script, maintaining BustLife roots over here in the BustLife Agricultural Department, because if you don't have sound roots and you're not grounded in anything, you don't have any history about yourself, then you won't be able to fully develop, especially when it comes time to develop any type of infrastructure. So Dean Kwame Brown, even though you defunded us, and so even though Dean Kwame Brown defunded the agricultural department, it's okay, because we found a way. We continue to push through and nothing's going to change. Here, let me share this with y'all. Coming up, we do have some upcoming. Yep. We have some things coming up. Oh snap. Hold on, let me find this, y'all, real quick. What y'all doing in the chat? What y'all been up to today? I just been talking about farming and the BustLife Agricultural Department. I've been talking about the city. Shit. It can get serious out here. The conversation can get serious with Farmer Nancy. Y'all, give me a second and let me take a mini break. What up, info? Hey, Cash Girl. Hey, y'all. My shit leaking. I don't know why the fuck is leaking. Shit. Everything leaking. Oh no. They haven't had no shootings out here. They haven't had no what's the names in a while. Why they had to do me like that on my little live picture image? It got my mouth all hugged out. Y'all better not download that and use that for no bullshit. Shit. Okay. Here's Zella. I'm gonna share this tab instead. Mr. One of a Kind was asking about Zella. Everybody go tell, hey, Gil ain't showed y'all his cows. Did he slaughter them? Shit, he ain't showed y'all his cows since he showed y'all them brown cows and was talking that shit. Shit, I still was she out here. Hold on, here she go.
Good morning, Zella. You looking for more treats? Thanks, girl. Thank you.
Yep, there goes Zella. She out there on the ranch in Luling. She still know her name. She still know. Look, we've been raising beef. we've been raising beef out here. Once she had got about 500 pounds. We had Zella here on the property. We got Zella when she was 5 months old. She had just been weaned, and so she didn't need to be bottle fed or anything like that, which was good. We just had to break her and get her a little bit more docile because she was hyped. And she came from a replacement herd. So she was a part of a herd that was meant for production or for slaughter. She's meant for beef production. She's not milk. She's not a dairy cow, is what I'm trying to say. She's not a dairy cow. She's bred for beef. We are not sending Zella to slaughter. We are actually going to be breeding Zella. So we worked with my friend out in Luling who owns the ranch and put her in with her teams. And hopefully this November, Zella is pregnant. We will keep y'all updated and posted about Miss Zella and her progress and everything like that. My little sweet cow. She just walked right up on you. She's so curious. So yeah, that's how everything has been going with Zales. Let's see what else I can show you guys. Roxanne, calm down. What's wrong with you? You be tripping. Roxanne be doing the most. Some stuff. I told my husband that Candace is an octopus. Oh, this is a video from when he was putting. This is a video of when Kwame Brown was putting out the call for department heads at BustLife, and I just so happened to be one of the first fully vetted, merited, and funded and then defunded department head. And that's crazy that there was agriculture, but here. Yes, I do call this biz gay. I see comments down here. Take you a nap, girl. Let me see. Working and listening. Glad you came to work and listen. I'm about to play this from BizGate. This is Biz or Buzz Wednesday on repeat.
Get you an iPhone 6. Okay? Because over on Rift, we're about to build like a business. It's called Business or Bust. I think it's Business or Bust, but damn, I had it down. I should go there. Business or Bust. I know it's Bust in there. I think it's Business or Bust. But the unique thing about this room is that the more you grow the room, the more the kitty can grow. So Riff has pledged $500 to any small business that present their business and show their business and show off and what they're doing. And we're gonna come to a vote, and we're gonna do it every Wednesday. We're gonna do it after Weasel Wednesday. You guys need to join that room, join up. Because if you grow that room, that $500 can go to $1,000. That $1,000 can go to $2,000. But it's all about the size of the room. So if you want some funding, go into some of these small businesses that can present themselves like a Shark Tank type of thing. My community on Rift, they've been helping each other out even when I wasn't even there. A lot of information is being shared on Rift. It's a lot of free game. If you want to come over, join the Rift link that I just put in the description box. As the room grows, the kitty will grow with it. The small businesses need some help with the payroll. If you're already up and coming and you just might need some relief for payroll, you can buy more inventory. We want to be able to share business ideas, and we want to be able to give some free game and help people. Rift has pledged $500 to any small business that present their business and show their business, show it off and what they're doing. And we're gonna come to a vote, and we're gonna do it on Wednesday. We're gonna do it after Weasel Wednesday. But it's all about the size of the room. So if you want some funding, go into some of these small businesses that can present themselves like a Shark Tank type of thing. And my community on Rift, they've been each other out even when I wasn't even there. So a lot of information is being shared on Rift. It's a lot of things. So if you want to come over, join the Rift link that I just put in the description box. As the room grows, the kitty will grow with it. So if small businesses need some help with the payroll, if you're already up and coming and you just might need some relief for payroll so you can buy more inventory, that's what we're going to do on this app. We want to be able to share business ideas, and we want to be able to give some free game and help people. Share. Y'all just heard him say, we want to be able to share ideas. He says that so much. Yeah, I never see him sharing ideas. He most definitely did not share the ideas from this Biz or Bust. I presented myself in a Shark Tank type of thing fashion. I pitched myself. He didn't just pick me. It wasn't just random. I had to show my merit in my business, and I gave them my information. They researched and looked me up. What's this? Shout out to Farmer Nancy. She won the Rift this month, and hopefully we can get many more of you guys to come over there to Rift. And when we get it going, and get your business going, and we grow that room, we can grow the pie. So salute to you guys. Salute to Farmer Nancy. I'm going to bed. My eyes just crossed.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad that we have been able to continuously share and show our merit here in Austin, Texas, to the point to where we force them to push out that Agrihood agenda, even though they tried to throw it in our face and hit us with some disrespectful rhetoric. They thought they was gonna be able to get away. They thought they was gonna be able to get away with it. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Here we go. This is when I had to go stand in front of Natasha Harper Madison and complain. I'm not a public speaker, okay? I'm not Let me show y'all my face so y'all don't think I'll be playing. Hold on. Can y'all hear? Hey y'all, I am not a very good public speaker. Okay, what up? If you just got here, thank you for coming. I am Farmer Nancy, XOXO Big Nance, your BustLife Agricultural Department head. Okay, I am not currently taking applications for department chairs, but I will be taking them here in agriculture. We're gonna need somebody to work in mechanics. Yep, because we're gonna need to learn how to do maintenance on them tractors. I can't do everything. Okay, I can't do it all. We gonna need somebody in landscaping. I'm writing this stuff down. This is the agricultural department chairs, so we can help build this BustLife agricultural infrastructure. We want this to be, we're going to call this blank slate farm. We're going to call this phase 2. This is going to be phase 2 of my project here in Austin, Texas, Dobbin Cobb Garden Farm. Damn, y'all come in here. I thought I was going to be able to be done fooling around with y'all. I could do this all damn day. Woo, shit. I'm sorry. Let me see. Just plain Jane. Hold on, y'all. Okay, here we go. I need to save some of this. I gotta save some of this. Okay, mechanics, landscaping. I need somebody in administration. Administration, because I can't do no more paperwork. I'm so tired of doing paperwork. I'm tired of writing grants. I'm tired of building slideshows. I'm tired of doing presentations, booking, and I'm tired of doing all of that. So I definitely need somebody in administration. Shit. Agricultural department. We gonna need somebody in risk management, pest control. Shit, hold on. Y'all don't want to let me do this kind of stuff. And I don't want to hear no Farmer Nancy, don't you got something to do? Don't you got cows to be tended to? Don't you got a farm to be tended to? Nope. I'm tending to the BustLife Agricultural Department meetings right now. I'm tending to the building up of the BustLife Agricultural Department. I'm going to keep saying it over and over until the AI pick it up. The AI is going to pick it up. Y'all know that's how it works now. Okay. Okay. We had to go to city council and stand in front of Natasha and let her know, how dare she try to pass over our struggle. We living on murder corner. Do you understand me? We out here fighting the good fight, trying to build up the Agrihood, where it's really Agrihoodish. We put a farm in a dying Black community that is riddled with gentrification and public safety issues on top. That this is where it's broke down at. Ain't this where y'all supposed to be fixing? We supposed to be getting hazardous duty pay. Fuck that. When I say me, I mean me, my man, and my kids. The fuck you mean? I don't know what nobody talking about. Y'all better go share this shit. Y'all better clip that shit. Y'all better be like, damn, Farmer Nancy say they supposed to be getting paid hazardous duty pay. You goddamn right. I should be getting paid hazardous duty pay for putting myself, my family, and my all of it shit in the path of everything y'all say the fucking community is. Just to feed some niggas, just to provide nourishment. And I don't want to call them no niggas, but y'all know what's going on. I'm talking like how I'm talking because I feel like I'm just talking to my people. I'm just telling y'all this shit is really real out here, and y'all got the nerve to not be appreciative. What do you mean? Oh my God. And I can't say that, because I don't want to count out the people who really do appreciate me. But this ain't for y'all. This is for the people who continue to mock us, who continue to mock our good intentions, okay? Who continue to think that it is just a joke, that it is just a game, that we are not here to really change some shit for our... Whoo. The word is for meaningful and purposeful work. Okay? Meaningful and purposeful work. The shit needs to have some type of meaning behind it. It needs to have some type of purpose, and just as a veteran, I just code switched on y'all, just so y'all know. In case nobody noticed. But as a veteran, when you come home from doing service and you see the community is fucked up, you want to be like, man, how can you make a change? And you want to actively do it. So you have to commend the women that help hold together the little league teams. Like, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the secretaries and the treasurers, fuck the cheerleader coaches, the football coaches, shout out to Little League across America. I mean, just 'cause I grew up athletic, so my kids participating in sports and stuff, I really see on the base level. Like, shout out to all the learning centers in the community where the kids can go and get real tutoring. Damn. I'm just a farmer sitting on my porch looking at it. Watching the bus go by, watching the people on the bus stop. We put our family in the heart of the community so that we can make a change. We really did that. So my sharing is caring. Meanwhile, out on the ranch, let me see. I'm trying to find this video. I think I got it right here. Nope. Oh, here it go right here. This was May the 2nd. I went in dressed in my Roxanne do the most. I went in dressed in my man in my slave dress. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I be acting like this, but I be dead serious, bro. Because y'all do not know. The struggle is really real. But that's okay. We persevere. We gonna be doing a car wash. Oh, see, this is some shit administration would be handling me for me right now, taking these notes. We're gonna be doing a car wash and turkey leg sale. Shit. What you mean? To raise more funds for the BustLife Agricultural Department. We ain't never been scared to fundraise. Okay, you understand me? We will be doing that damn car wash and turkey leg sale. Shit. Hold on. Oh, I'm still sharing it here. It's down here. After I said at the city of Austin all day long, that dog tripping. Roxanne, she thinks she a pit bull. I'm sick of that. Hold on, y'all. Oh, there you go, right there. Nature sounds so good out there in my yard. I got so many trees. Somebody go tell Lady DJ I said, first of all, in the deep, deep South, we do grow pecans. I heard you talking about Miss 504 now. Now, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying out of that. But I'm going to stand up for that for that South, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because without us down here working and slaving on them farms and shit, y'all be starving up north. Y'all be fucked up. I'm sorry. I just had to be, I just had to give a little flavor to the agricultural department. Somebody go tell Lady DJ Farmer Nancy had said, you be hungry. My husband is from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I'm gonna have to go down there. Okay, here y'all go.
Item number 99, I'll recognize Councilmember Harper Madison if she'd like to briefly lay it out.
Thank you,
We'll
Mr.
call
Mayor.
the speakers.
Yes, I'd love to. Thank you. I appreciate it. So item number 99 is an item we're calling Agrihoods for lack of anything else to call it, because it is in fact called an Agrihood. So what we're going to do is approve a resolution.
Y'all, first of all, she said it's called an Agrihood for lack of anything else to call it, because it is an Agrihood. This should let y'all know that she know what's up. Natasha Harper Madison knew what was up. This meeting, the date on this meeting is May the 2nd, 2024. Let me, ooh. The date. Do y'all fucking see my face? The date on this meeting. When y'all clip my shit and run tell that and y'all post this shit and y'all talk about me, make sure y'all talk about how I went before the city of Austin in 2021 and said Black farmers need to be paid to come back to the community and build this city all over again. They turned around in February of 2021. In February of 2021, they tried to create an agrarian land trust. I am. I'm sorry, but it's because I'm really living it. This is my real life experience. So it's hard for me to retell it to people and not be like, bitch, is that for real? You making this shit up. No, I'm not. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. This is really happening to me. Okay. I went to the city because the city said that they were sorry for slavery. This city of Austin said this March 4th, 2021. Okay. They said that they were sorry for racism and that the black people had not been able to participate in the advancement of agriculture in the city for 200 years. That means we didn't have no economic justice, no foots in the door, no stakes in food, in the food system. How the fuck farming making $300 million a year and it's no black people can earn a living off that is or that has been making a living off of that type of fund, off of that type of industry? You mean to tell me it's a $300 million farming industry in Austin and there's no black people that's making a living? They're not even buying their kids clothes from some fucking vegetables they done sold on side the road in Austin, Texas? I don't believe it. That got to be made up. You got to be lying to me. You got to be faking it. I can't believe that the city would do it, but they did. They've been doing it. Oh my God. It happened. It's happening. It's fucking happening, right? So how do you fix it, right? So how do you fix it covertly? How do you fix it covertly? Well, to fix it covertly, you have to create the solution. You have to fix the problem. How do you fix genociding black farm communities? How do you eliminate? This is like some Tulsa, Oklahoma shit, right? How do you repair the damage done by removing all of the farms that supported the black towns and communities that were prosperous in the city of Austin? How do you fix that shit? You have to recreate history. You have to redo it. But how do you redo it? Well, you catch a trend. And it's not just in Austin. They doing it everywhere. You have to catch the trend. What's the trend? Agrihoods. Well, what's an agrihood? An agrihood ain't nothing but a farm-centered neighborhood. But we already had those. And they was ours. We owned them. We ran them. We had the banks, the grocery stores, all inside of that. So now y'all want to recreate the agrihood and make us come work in them as tenant farmers, sharecroppers, community gardeners? Fuck no. You got to pay me. I farm here. I live here. I grow here. What you mean? Shit. Fuck, I flip my locks. Clip that. I flip my locks. The fuck you talking about? No, absolutely not. You're gonna pay like you weigh, especially if you telling me the city is doing a gentrification. I mean, reparations. Especially if it's a reparations test, if it's a project to see how restitution will work in the community. What you mean? We don't want no black embassy. We want a farm. So when I went to the city council meeting back in 2001, in 2021, and I said that The farmers need to be paid to come back and rebuild this community. That's what I meant. Not through no damn Agrihood program where we got to go get a job. We got to live in an affordable housing community. What? No. Where is the dividends for me to become a developer as a part of city planning and urban renewal projects? I want to be contracted as a consultant, and I want to be paid $2.27 million. The fuck are y'all talking about? Yes, I said that. And if you would like to go say some shit like that too, I suggest you get your shit together, because y'all might be 3 years too late while y'all been up here playing in the bus life sector. I'm sorry, my bad. It took me some time to develop the proper words, energy. I don't know, maybe even just, it's really the fucking energy to present to y'all this issue. Okay. And I had to figure out the best way to do it. And it may seem like fucked up, weird, like, damn, why is she doing? No, it's because I need to get to y'all some really good information, and y'all need to click on this link. Every time you see BustLife Agricultural Department meeting, I'm bringing y'all some truth. I don't want to bring y'all, listen, y'all can go back through the content. You know, we already did that. Iceberg, Sister T, Your Thoughts, who else over here growing stuff? I don't know. I haven't really, I be busy. It's a lot. But, you know, the main players that be out here, we already did that. We done showed y'all how to put seeds in the ground. We done showed y'all how to buy transplants from the Home Depot or whatever feed store that sell transplants. We done showed y'all how to do all of that. Now we need to show y'all how to really go out into the community that is marginalized and vulnerable and make a change through agriculture. You know, if that's what you want to do. Now, if the BustLife Agricultural Department ain't for you, you know, hey, if you're more into making change through gaming, then hey, start the gaming department. If you want to be a part of the nursing department, be a part of the nursing department. Whatever the case may be, we done broke this bitch is broke down into all kind of things. You know, I just wanted to start a trade school at the Wabbit Prep High School. You know, I wanted to be able to start something that would matter and provide some balance around here. You know, I can throw my little jokey jokes in there, but I'm definitely gonna bring to y'all the happenings and what's going on, especially around this Agrihood stuff, because this Agrihood stuff is very important, because it's one of the things that Kwame Brown was talking about. It's something that sometimes he still bring it up. Land development, having a suburb, creating a suburb with his friends. You know, that's city planning, that's land development. You know, putting a garden in there or whatever the case may be, that's agriculture. That's an agricultural space inside of a residential neighborhood that is hopefully going to be affordable housing. You know, if that's not the case, then that's not the case. But what I wanted to do was bring back the conversation around land development and sustainable agriculture, because I truly believe that that is one of the most foundational solutions to our problems inside of our communities. And I can't stress that enough. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it while the Wabbits run wild and display their hangry behavior. Don't you worry. We are coming to gather y'all's asses up in the name of fertilizer across America. The fuck? We gonna use you niggas. Yeah. Hold on, let me play this. Let me stop talking and play this. But listen to what she says. She knew what was up. She knew I was coming. So she wanted to put in there, well, let me just throw in here. It's called Agrihood because that's what it's called. Well, I showed y'all that the people that created the term Agrihood or that defined the term Agrihood is the Urban Land Institute, and they not no governing body. They don't make policy or procedures here in the United States of America. They just a group of real estate and land developing experts that said an Agrihood is the. So what? Nah, she's making this shit up. Thanks for listening in, Leticia. Hold on.
Item number 99, I'll recognize Councilmember Harper Madison if she'd like to briefly lay it out.
Thank you,
we'll
Mr.
call
Mayor.
the speakers.
Yes, I'd love to. Thank you. I appreciate it. So item number 99 is an item we're calling Agrihood for lack of anything else to call it, because it is in fact called an Agrihood. So what we're looking to do is approve a resolution related to the policies supporting single family, multifamily, and mixed use communities built with a working farm or community garden as the focus, otherwise known as an Agrihood. We recommended it at the Housing and Planning Committee and are bringing it before the body today.
Thank you, Councilmember. I'll turn to the city clerk to start recognizing those that we have signed up to speak on this item.
Thank you, Mayor. No one is called in remotely, so I will begin with in person. First up is Tiffany Washington, then Plenty Fisk, Atissa Wheeler.
Good afternoon, Council. My name is Tiffany Washington. I'm your local Black farmer here in Austin, Texas, and I brought with me today a professional basket of carrots that I did harvest for my farm in East Austin on the corner of Manor Road and Rocky Lane, where they do call the community Murder Corner. It pained me to even have to stand here in front of this council to say and let you know how offensive the term Agrihood is to marginalized communities of Black farmers, growers, and producers who have been overlooked and underserved in Austin for nearly 200 years. Council Member Harper Madison, in 2021, resolution item number 2021-0304-67 stated, which you sponsored, that the city was built on Black agriculture. It is time that the city stop using trendy California terms such as Agrihoods as an excuse to neglect its duties to compensate Black agriculturalists to provide access to land for education, training, and economic advancement in our local food system. You might as well just call it an agri-ghetto. I don't know what else to say. I did not hear any of the people who have these beautiful spaces with their native heritage trees want with their affordable housing and Agrihood. I don't think that Miss Paige Ellis, you're gonna say to my face, hey, come over here and farm this Agrihood in District 8. I don't think, Mayor, that you wanna talk about the Agrihood that I farm every day, or the farm where I have people getting shot at. My house has been shot at. Bullets have gone into my home where we're supposed to live in affordable housing just down the street from the Green Gate Farm. That is this community's village tiny home. I think it's offensive. I think it's disrespectful. And I think it's the most racist thing that I have seen this city do when they have not even addressed what hoods are. So to call it an Agrihood, call it an agri-ghetto, just pick some people from off the street to go farming. Who are going to farm these agri-hoods? Who are we creating a green workforce from? Who? What people? Are there any other Black farmers who own a farm in this city that the mayor that Natasha Harper Madison, I'm sorry, that you have come to my farm with their children? So I wasn't even invited to say that I'm offended by the word agrihood even being used. I'm really against it, but I'm really neutral to it as well, because I think that we need to have these opportunities to talk about agriculture and giving Black people the opportunity to come back to these communities where farming was genocided. Thank y'all.
Y'all know what she did? Woo! Natasha. Now, how you gonna backdoor me after I just went and said that is some racist shit? The Black woman sitting on city council gonna go up there and be like, well, I don't care what she said. The Black farmer lady living the experience. Excuse the fuck out of me, but I'm living. I am actually working, living, and breathing the Black farmer experience in the city of Austin. And I am telling you that the idea, the thought that you would allow developers who have said out their mouth they want to recreate communities the way they did 300 years ago in Europe, that connect with a woman who says her family is 6 generations deep worth of farming. What the fuck does that mean? On top of that, they are farming on an antiquated plantation, Swedish plantation, not just 8 minutes away from what? The Black community. With the only Black owned farm in the neighborhood that has been shot up, robbed, all of those things. We didn't experience it all here at the farm. But we not tripping. We continue. There go a butterfly. That's my guardian angel. We continue to push through and push past because we know and understand the importance of what was about to happen. We knew that coming down the pipeline was about to be some land. Request for proposals, we ready. Let me show y'all my face, because I be wanting y'all to know that I am not fucking playing. Request for proposals. What do you mean? We are ready for y'all. Hold the fuck up. Propose. Propose. Let it be proposed. Let me see. Because when I get off of here, I don't want nobody to think I just be not showering. Woo, shit. Oh my God. Propose. Let's see. We are trying to continue. Let's see it. Girl. Leticia. You better leave me alone, Roxanne. Hold on, y'all. My little pup thinks she can just demand that I let her in and out the house. She better calm her ass down. Y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all don't go nowhere. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go pour me something to drink. I'm thirsty. All right, I'm back. Okay. Woo. All right. Our proposals. We keep a constant working proposal because we never know when we have to propose. But right now, we want to continue to stay in the game. Now, y'all just heard Natasha, and you just heard me let her know that, hey, how the hell y'all gonna create some agrihoods and y'all haven't even answered for genociding Black communities? Keep in mind, I'm telling y'all that the agrihoods are nothing but innovative recreations of Black farm towns. It's a real thing. This is the truth. Okay, this is the truth. So we want to propose an approved continued farmland preservation effort here at the farm. Listen, this is where I'm at. My farm is on the internet. We are here. You understand me? Why? Because we want to be on the Black Farm Tour. Yep, sure fuck right. When you come to Austin, you're supposed to come tour the Black Farm. Period. So somebody go tell Kwame Brown, clip this shit, nigga. We're on the Urban Farm Tour here in Austin, Texas. So if you come here doing South by Southwest, we would hope that you would have wanted to stop by the Black Urban Farm that you supposedly donated to, when we know the truth is that I and our farm that is a part of the East Austin Farm Tour for tourism, because we want to be a part of the economic system here in Austin, so we financially gain and grow wealth for our next generation. Nigga, you think this is a game? What you talking about? We was outside already. What do you mean? You can't just act brand new and just try to do me like we wasn't shit up in these Austin, Texas streets. We are the shit, and we still here. We been here, ain't went nowhere. We just, moving forward. And so now I have the time to properly present the BustLife Agricultural Department. Yeah. Go tell them I said that shit. You know what I'm saying? Try to play on me like my place is just some shit that nobody want to fuck with. Nigga, you crazy. Man, I'm her over here. What you talking about? Yeah. The fuck he meant. Anyways, yeah. We just had to let him know real quick. We ain't never been scared to let nobody know what's going down over here in the agricultural department. So look, after I went up there and I talked to Natasha, right? I told Natasha what was going on. This happened.
That's what we'll do. We'll go to item number 99. Harper Madison to make a motion with regard to item number 99.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to move that we bring item number 99 forward for the city manager to help us become the biggest, most prolific Agrihood developer in the country.
Councilmember Harper Madison moves approval of item number 99 with some. And Councilmember Velasquez seconds that motion. Any discussion? Without objection, item number 99 is adopted. Congratulations, Councilmember. Members, that will take us to. That's what we'll do. We'll go to item number 99. Harper Madison to make a motion with regard to item number 99.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to move that we bring item number 99 forward for the city manager to help us become the biggest, most prolific Agrihood developer in the country.
Councilmember Harper Madison moves approval of item number 99 with some. And Councilmember Velasquez seconds that motion. Any discussion? Without objection, item number 99 is adopted. Congratulations, Councilmember.
Oh my God.
Go to item number 99.
Oh my God.
Harper Madison to make a motion with regard to item number 99.
I can't make it stop. Sorry.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to move that we
She said y'all see how she was trying to throw slugs at me? She was trying to throw slugs at me. Y'all see this black on black crime? This shit. She was trying to throw slugs at me. She was like, you bitch, you want to come up in here dressed up in your slave outfit, bringing me some damn carrots like I'm a wabbit in the forest. You want to think you can talk about it's the Agrihood? You know what? I'm about to make Austin the most prolific developer of Agrihood in the United States. That's what Natasha said. That is exactly what Natasha said. So with that being said, now is not the time to back down. We cannot back down, y'all. We cannot back down from Kwame Brown, who defunded us. We cannot back down from Natasha Harper Madison, who keep trying to keep us defunded. We cannot back down. As a farmer, I have to keep pushing forward and help to create a space where we are able to provide and sustain our communities. And it's so important that I don't let this opportunity pass us by. Even if I go into the meeting, even if I go into the conversation in my feels, even if I go stand in front of the people and I'll do my best not to cuss nobody out. I will do my best not to cuss anybody out. I'm trying not to cry. No crying. Farmer Nancy is sensitive, and I do tear cry. I anger cry. I get angry and I cry. I'm emotional. But very, very, very logical, especially once I settle myself down. So that's why I title these meetings and real anxiety in the Agrihood, because I'm really experiencing the shit. And so it really builds, it really raises my pressure and gets my blood flow pumping, and like I'll be ready. If you wanna get Farmer Nancy on 10, talk about this agriculture shit. Yeah. You want to get me going? Want to get a good roast out of me? Talk about agriculture. Shit. We been over everything for today. I gotta save some shit for tomorrow. Let's not forget that I am gonna be putting out the call for mechanics, lands for department chairs, mechanics, landscapers, administration, risk management, pest control. I'm also need some builders. I don't know what that's called. Builders, I guess carpenters maybe. I don't know. But I'm gonna need some of that. Oh, let me show y'all. I'm not finna keep showing y'all stuff. I'm finna go. I'm almost there. Slides. This thing needs, it has to be renovated. We have to renovate. So we have to move for renovations to be done. And so with the renovations and the move, we want to still be able to, we really want to go to the next level with our we really want to do something different with the property. It's a hard reset. Like I say, if you don't know and just getting to know, we've been here for a minute, 7 years. We had some 3D renderings done. Girl, you ain't never lied. I don't have no bells and whistles. Sorry, y'all. No music, no jokey jokes. It's just the birds chirping and the traffic going by. That's all y'all need, anyways. So this is some renderings. We need to figure out the proper zoning for the property. And then we wanted to do some modern but vintage design. We wanted to keep the farm on this side, add some open and walkable space, add some infrastructure that will facilitate retail and education, and maybe some housing, probably some housing. But so then this was it, like a plaza market, like an open amphitheater for live entertainment. This was like an open colonnade, a public plaza area. And then all of this is the farm where we currently farm. And then this is just open green space and infrastructure and stuff. Covered parking. What it would look like from above. Hold on. I don't even know if I could go back. Dang. And then this is from the street view. Who is that? Shit. This is from shut it. Don't you start. Stop it. Roxanne. Sit down. Stop making all that noise. And this is from the street view, the pecan trees and the grove and stuff like that. I think that's it. Oh yeah, and this is an inside view. We wanted to we did some 3D rendering, so something to show when we have to sit down with someone. Roxanne, cut it out. Get out. Get out. Just get out. Just get out of my house. Just get out. Get out. She be tripping. She always barking and shit. I'm sorry, y'all. My pupper doing the most. That's it. I think today's meeting was jam packed, y'all. Shit, we talked about our letter of support. Roxanne. We talked about our letter of support, homeless housing. We went over the city of Austin's $5.9 billion budget. Look. See that? We took all the notes. We talked about the Institute. We did that. What you doing, bro? I'm live. On his way home from work.
Oh, shit.
I'm talking to some people on my live. It's only 3 people in my chat, but that's all right. I've been live for 3 hours and 2 minutes.
What color chat?
What you mean, my live chat? The BustLife Agricultural Department. You know, Kwame Brown had defunded me. You know, he said I don't farm. He was like, I need a celebrity to come and do all the work for me.
Oh, that weird dude.
Yep. He did all that. So now I have to show the people that's not the truth. What you been doing? I see you edged up, lined up and shit.
Well, you know, I just got back. I got back yesterday.
Yeah. And
I pulled up over yo. He talking about it gonna take me 15 minutes to get from Maynard. 15 minutes turned to a long time.
Was that you? Man, I had came outside to look in the car and I saw somebody pulling out. I thought, I was like, they gotta be money.
Yeah, that was me last night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he said he had to help somebody
some of the cars.
Yeah, the car.
I heard the call. I heard. I know it
took a long time. But no, I was just on here talking about, you know, the city passed a $5.9 billion budget. And I was just letting everybody know how they putting up 50 million into green infrastructure and 120 million into affordable housing. You know, I gotta try to get me some of that for the farm, man.
Man.
You stay trying to get that farm money.
No. Well, you know how that go. A whole lot of soldier haters.
Whole lot of soldier. I heard him say a whole lot of soldier haters. It's all right. But that's it. Yes, we just gonna let them be live. Let's see the chat moving. I didn't really comb my hair. I just more so like rub my fingers through my hair. Did you freak out when you seen I cut my locks off?
Man, at first I didn't know how you have your hair wrapped.
Yeah.
At first I didn't notice, but I was like, nah, maybe she doesn't rock it. And I was like, and rock and it kept no, I said. She's like, yep. She cut her fucking hair.
Yeah.
I said, what?
I cut my locks off.
Start over.
Yep.
Make it stronger.
Yep. That's what I needed to do.
Cut all that evil stuff off.
Not evil stuff.
Yeah. You know, from other evil people, evil energy.
Yep. Because I was out here cutting up.
Evil energy. She is hair strong.
Yeah. No, for real. You talked to him? He said he was on his way. What's up, y'all?
Girl, can I bring him some knowledge real quick? And then you gonna get a new phone.
Well, y'all, I think we came to the end of our time together. Y'all know I can only give y'all 3 hours of my day, every morning.
We get them people 3 hours. 3 hours.
I sat here for 3 hours today. I talked about everything. I think I got everything on the list today. I'm gonna rewatch this video, take some notes, and whatever I feel like I want to recap on, we'll recap on that tomorrow. If you missed it, you got to go back, rewatch the video, take some notes. If y'all have questions, y'all can just put them in the chat. You can email me at citizen. Here, let me put it in the chat.
How long you gonna be, nigga? How long you gonna be? All right, I'm here. Right.
citizenfarmher@gmail.com is my email.
So it's like a little whole organization, like you be talking to?
It's just my subscribers, people that subscribe, my followers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm finna tell you, why y'all stealing? No.
No, just my subscribers. And I told you I created the BustLife Agricultural Department. So I'm in the little Kwame Brown BustLife sector. And so after he defunded the agricultural department, I kind of stepped away for why though? Right. I don't why? Because I told him he was being a hypocrite and he felt like I was being disrespectful because he started beefing. But I had attached my business to the Biz or Bust brand after I won the Biz or Bust Life business competition. It was like a Shark Tank like pitch competition. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then when I won, he started just beefing and stuff on the internet. I was like, damn, this shit kind of crazy. It went far. Because at first, he was giving smoke to like Matt Barnes and motherfucking Steven Jackson. But then the shit started getting weird. Like, it was like really weird. So I was like, yeah, if you're going to work with Charleston White, you can't be saying Mr. Skinny is, you know what I'm saying, fucked up and disrespectful to this lady, Queen Regina, because shit, Charleston White mouth is foul. It's fucked up and foul. He called me a hypocrite and shit. Said I just want to.
Hey,
Hey,
baby.
baby.
Boy, you look like a hoe. You look like me about 3 years ago. Hard working.
Nah, I look like me.
Money
today,
just
man.
came in the middle of my life. You just came in the middle of my life, and I
I've been
stayed
calling
live.
you all day.
You been calling me all day?
See, this live gonna get you in trouble.
I'm still
She
live.
been on that 3 hours.
She have. It just don't make no sense. Your phone right here. You can answer your phone.
You haven't been calling me.
I called twice. You ain't
No,
answer.
you
I got
did
mad.
not. You sent the text message.
Check the
Let me
message.
see how many people watching your stuff.
4.
4 people.
Yep, it was 8 in there earlier.
I hopped in. It was.
Say it need a lot more people in there.
I know. I need to run my chat up.
Let me see that line.
You want to be my manager?
You know, you see that boy, my face pop up on there. He's going platinum. Girl, this one is love. So, I tried to get to you last night. I couldn't get to you last night, bro. And then I pulled off when you stuck with the maintenance with that car.
That was mad.
Let me end my BustLife agricultural department meeting real quick.
You could have did that an hour ago.
No, I couldn't. I still had information to put out.
The Trump shit. I saw you. You thought I told you I'll be watching from afar.
Are you voting for Trump?
Hey,
You can't ask people who they voting for. That's private.
Disrespectful, they say.
That's personal.
Look,
It's private. When I go in there, I go in a little booth by myself for
No, you
privacy.
don't. I come with
You don't go in my voters booth with me.
I have.
No, you have not.
Yes,
You have not stood in the voters booth with me
Yes,
while
I
I was
did.
pressing the buttons. That is not
So
true.
who
They
you
won't even
prefer,
let you
though?
do that. What you mean who I
So you
prefer?
going for the female?
Man, I'm going for the independent candidate.
Kanye West.
Oh,
I'm fucking in a bit.
Well, you know, at this point, I don't give a damn who the president
Well,
is.
I do because Trump.
All right, guys. I gotta go. I'm gonna
Okay.
restart this live. Maybe I'll do a little live session. I'll come back.
Trump said you vote for him.
But
This will
I'm
be the
gone.
last
Thanks
time
for coming to the
Hey, make sure y'all
agricultural
follow me.
department
You
head
paying some
meeting.
damn something.